Beautiful Capricorn, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your singles love reading for mid-May right through to mid-June 2024. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I will never ask for personal details. And I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful. There's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Capricorn, this is your singles love reading. I'm going to get your overarching energy first and then follow it with a Celtic cross with this deck here, just to see who is coming in your way. So let us begin. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Capricorn? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of? Can you please show them the way? What are they meant to see regarding their singles love life? What are they meant to see at this time? Now, I'm scrolling in the water at the same time as doing your reading, and right now I'm seeing a bunch of balloons, a huge bunch of balloons there. Okay, so this may be something that you'll see on the day that you meet a new person, or perhaps it's going to be something you'll see in the next 6, maybe even 8 weeks that indicates you're very close to meeting a new person. I mean, it could also mean maybe that you're going to meet someone at a celebration of some sorts where they have like a huge bunch of balloons. I mean, it could be like a fair, festival, maybe a birthday party, maybe some sort of event. I mean, you don't tend to find balloons at weddings, but maybe, I'm not sure. So it could be an event there, so please take it as it resonates. Okay, so I definitely see your overarching energy. You are about to meet the one, okay? We have the Empress, and this is your card to start. Male or female, not a gender-specific reading. It's about the energy, and this is really about you having a glow-up that you are going to get a lot of attention because you've been nurturing yourself. You've really been paying close attention to your own needs, because I feel in the past, we have the Devil card in the resistance position there, and I will show it to you in a moment. Sometimes you've put other people's needs above your own, especially in love. And I feel like, you know, you got burnt by doing that. And you've been learning a lesson about reciprocity, but also a lesson about valuing yourself and making sure that no one takes advantage of your kindness. I also feel with this card, you have been nourishing yourself, body, mind, and soul, and you have so much potential to meet new love. You've been investing in yourself, and it shows. And I feel some of you may have got to a certain age, maturing as it were, and I don't care, male or female, not a gender-specific reading, and I don't care about the age. You're vibing at a frequency of love right now, and that means you are attracting love. In order to attract love, you must be love. So it's almost like you've been trying to fall in love with your life in some way, and that's hard. Because, you know, we have to spin a lot of plates in life and try to keep everything going, gaining momentum. Some of us looking after children with that card, you may have been, you know, dedicating your time and your care to your family. Some of you, if you don't have children, for example, you've been having a lot of family responsibility and you've been adhering to that at this time. Some of you have been carers, or you've just been working really hard and you've got to a position where now you want to focus a little bit more on love. Okay, because there is that energy of, in order to attract love, you must be love, falling in love with aspects of your life, you know, romancing the little things. So enjoying your own company, living a life where you're a little bit more spontaneous and trying to go where there is fun and excitement. So I feel some of you have been trying to do that at this time. I mean, also, we've got the owl there on the shield. You've learned a lot. So this tends to tell me that some of you have been in toxic relationships. We have that Devil card. But as I said, I'll get to that in a minute, because the Devil card can also be a Capricorn energy. It doesn't have to be a negative card. It can just symbolize that you've put other people's needs above your own. And this could be something from childhood that you experienced. Maybe you grew up earlier than you should have done. You matured earlier. Perhaps you had to because of certain circumstances. So therefore you had to adult from a very young age and care. And I feel that could lead you to be an over-carer when it comes to relationships in general. And there's nothing wrong with that, but not at the cost of yourself. So I feel some of you have been readdressing the balance as you move through a period of healing, of personal awareness. And I mean, this card literally means that, you are in a state where you're about to meet a divine counterpart, okay? Now, of course, we have the Devil card in the resistance position, so it's like you got it in reverse. Some of you have experienced toxic situations. Some of you may have also been really frustrated that perhaps, there's been a lot of attention that you get, but you may actually get attention from people who are lusting after you, people who are really interested in the physical you and not willing to dig a little bit deeper. I feel you're definitely, so over the dating scene because you may feel it's very transient, that people are not looking for depth these days, and you're someone who is an old soul, so you require that level of depth, that intimacy. And you may feel that there's just nobody out there right now. So you may have withdrawn in order to work on yourself and, work on your abundance and your prosperity at this time as well. But with the Devil card here, some of you may have been bonded to something that perhaps you felt it was difficult to end. And it was causing you to feel distracted, to feel a little bit off kilter, off center. And it may have been toxic, or there was some sort of addictive behavior going on there. Some of you may have been with people who had addictions, or people who are obsessed with you. They want to be with you, but they are not able to sustain a loving depth of relationship. So I feel like you've had to break the chains to the past almost and move away from that cycle of repeat. Now, of course, the Devil card in the resistance position can also indicate that some of you have detached from looking for love because you may have felt that there's no one out there. You wanted to become more spiritually aware of your own needs at this time. Nothing wrong with that. But the Devil card can also indicate some of you have been feeling really stuck in your love life, that nothing really happens, and you're bonded to either meeting the same sort of person or the same sort of experience, and you're just so fed up with it all. But this is in the resistance position. It means you're liberating yourself out of a stuck cycle, and you're moving on to a more enlightened, loving relationship here. For some of you, it could be that you've been trying to close a cycle of repeat from the past, and that you'll have to choose between a past person and someone new. But I have to go to the Celtic cross to see that, because your outcome energy is the Lover's card. So high-level commitment coming in, soulmates coming in there, and of course we have the cosmos. This person is divinely sent to you. It's a window of opportunity for you to meet a love that has so much potential, that there is so much passion, intensity, but also emotional care attached to this new relationship. But the Lover's card, it also used to be called the Choice card. And as you can see in this particular deck, there's 3 people there. 2 of them are on a bicycle, which indicates, a cycle of repeat. And this figure is sort of detaching from that kind of idea that you're bonded to somebody that you can't let go of. So I feel for some of you, you've been detaching basically from something that was really hard to process, but you're closing that door to the past. I mean, beautiful Capricorns, you don't tend to look back. You tend to only look forward, but I feel someone may have tapped into that deep energy within you where there was a lot of a connection, and the person was just not emotionally available to offer you what you require and deserve in a relationship. So you've had to detach from that. And you've been wondering, moving forward, if the universe is going to send you someone new. The answer is yes. There is a soulmate coming in here. Someone who is meant to be with you. So I definitely see here that this person, it's now time for them to come into your life. And I feel there is an opportunity here for you to, level up in some way. You've been going through a period of spiritual awareness, but also I feel like you're about to accomplish a wish And I feel it's time that you meet this person. I mean, some of you have been neglecting your own needs. Life has been hard, and I feel like you've been rediscovering a part of yourself that you feel like you've lost touch with. And it really frees you up to be more spontaneous, to get out there and do things that you love. And ultimately, the Lover's card is the law of attraction. What your heart vibrates at, you're attracting at this time. And as I said, in order to have love, you must be love. So you're falling in love with all aspects of your life. So for some of you, you may adopt a pet, or you have a pet, and you know that vibration of love, care, and devotion is actually attracting someone new into your life. For some of you, it could be that you're falling in love with aspects of self, and falling in love with different areas of your life, or connecting to like hobbies, getting out there, having fun, being artistic, really expressing yourself. Some of you are even thinking about going on new adventures. So I definitely see change afoot in your love life. But let's get to the Celtic Cross and see what's going on there. Okay, so we've got the King of Wands as a starting position. You're someone who is very passionate. You're very independent. You literally are like that card. Even though you're an earth element, this card I'll show you in a moment, you march to the beat of your own drum. And we've got the Death card there, which signals something ended that changed your life, or like encouraged you to make some lifestyle changes. And I feel like you're moving forward away from it. Let's see what else is going on there for you. We've got the Fool card. You've promised yourself a new start. We've got the Three of Cups here. Thanks so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Capricorn? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of? Three of Swords, the Star energy. Okay, they want those cards as well. How would you like to receive? Thank you so much. We've got the Page of Pentacles. We've got the Nine of Pentacles. So one of the lessons that you're meant to learn in this cycle of your life is to enjoy your singledom, to enjoy your independence, to, you know, focus on your finances, to build a good life for yourself, the life of comfort in some way. And we've got the World card. So they want me to go one more, interestingly enough, so I will. We have the Seven of Cups, so that's options coming in, and we got the Devil card again. So there may be a level of temptation where someone who is very sort of indecisive tries to reach out towards you, but ultimately I feel that although you're tempted, it's over. That's what I see. But I'm not really going to dwell on the past. It has popped up little brief there, but ultimately I see that you're moving forward. And I also see that you're going to meet this person at some level of a celebration. I'm actually seeing a cake right now that has 3 tiers to it. Now this could be a wedding cake. 3-tier cake is what I'm seeing. It looks delicious, I have to say. So either you're literally making one of those, or this is an event or a celebration, or something that you'll attend that has a cake like that, for example. What else could I give you with that? I mean, with the balloons, it could suggest a birthday. It could yeah, I feel, I mean, it could be a festival as well, and there's like a 3-tier cake. I mean, it also could be indicative of the fact that whoever this new person is that's coming in, you'll marry this person. So let's see what's going on with your cards. I will clarify. This is your starting position. This is about you rediscovering your passions. This is about you influencing your circumstances and aligning yourself with who you are, and also with the path that you're meant to be on, okay? This is you building in confidence as well. So this is like you setting your own life ablaze in some way, where you're getting excited about, you know, the world around you. And with the King of Wands, this also indicates that you are magnetic. Okay, you're someone who is motivated to really embrace your natural gravitas, and, you know, really sort of allow love to come to you, because you are magnetic at this time. So I feel this is about you building a life of security. And for some of you, I feel it's just that you're wanting to embrace more exciting things, you know, fill your life with excitement, opportunities, whether that's going to, you know, a festival, or whether it's you going traveling, or whether it's you embracing some sort of hobby, or some sort of creative endeavor. For some of you, it could be that you are like independently launching your own business, for example, something that you're excited about. I feel you're embracing the moment. But also with the King of Wands there, it can indicate that you tend to attract a lot of people who are physically very attracted to you. You are someone who is very attractive. Now, my readings are not about aesthetics, but I'm being given an energy here that people, they notice you, and you may not notice them looking at you, but you certainly will in the next coming weeks and months, and they normally look at you, but you just are like, you know, it's almost like your mind is elsewhere, you're focusing on your life, you're just doing you, and you may not notice it often, but you're going to, let's put it that way. Sorry, I was being distracted slightly by someone actually playing a drum. This is what I can hear right now in the water. I'm scrying at the same time as doing a reading. So, I mean, it could be that you're at a music festival when you meet this person, or maybe you are a musician, or maybe this person, this new person who's coming in, maybe they're a musician and specifically they play the drums. So please take it as it resonates. I can only give you the images that I see and what I channel. I can't give you anything more than that. So sometimes these things, they may mean absolutely nothing to you in this moment, and then suddenly about 2 months down the line you're like, oh my gosh, I just went on a date with a person and they are a drummer in a band. So you know, there is a correlation to the messages that I get. Now we do have the Death card. It's in the resistance position, so this tells me something took a long time to end. So it can indicate that some of you were trying to close out a chapter of your life with a person, or even an experience. Doesn't have to be about love. I feel things have been pretty difficult, but what I see here is you've been going through a period of personal discovery, and the Death card signals change. It means a new chapter is opening up for you. So some of you may be like shedding something that's old or familiar about you. So, for example, if you tend to be an overgiver, I feel like you're readdressing the balance and allowing there to be reciprocity across the board in your friendships, in your relationships, because a brand new way of approaching your life will actually extend out and teach people how you like to be treated. So I feel something in you has changed as well. And this card can indicate some of you have been feeling really stuck, but change is afoot and a new beginning is here for you. You've been creating space for something greater in your life, that great love story, and it's definitely coming in there for you. I mean, we've got the Knight of Swords. This is what is below you. And this is basically everything that's occurring on the earthly plane. You are changing your life. This is major lifestyle changes. And as you can see, this figure is literally painting out the cloud, because anything that has the potential to destroy your happiness or get in the way of brighter days ahead, you are removing it from your life. You're trying to be really positive at this time. Now, some of you, I also feel, are traveling, because this is a travel card. So some of you may have booked a vacation to somewhere that is sunny, perhaps. And this is also a potential where you may meet someone new. But the Knight of Swords is ultimately a new way of thinking and behaving. And also it's a way of responding differently this time to love or to an encounter. So I feel the way you approach love is different. I feel you may be tempted to get very quickly physically involved with a person. And, you know, that's your decision. There's no judgment here. But I feel also you want to go deeper. You want a high-level commitment relationship, and I feel you're approaching this new relationship that's coming in a different way, and you're getting to know a little bit more about the person first before you move things to the next level, is what I see. Some of you could already be talking to someone new, because swords are all about communication, a meeting of minds, and I feel some of you, if you are talking to someone new, I mean, for some of you, beautiful Capricorns out there. And again, no judgment here with the Three of Cups, because these are opposing energies. Some of you may be talking to, you know, a couple of people, or you may have interest from a couple of people. And right now you're a little bit undecided. I always say, if you're undecided about a situation or a person, it means it's not for you, because the moment, you know, something sets your soul ablaze, you know you're passionate about it. You know that's where you need to be. And I feel right now, if you're kind of like on the fence about somebody, it means it's not really something that perhaps you will want to pursue later on. But of course, we all have free will. That's your call. But with the Devil card twice in your readings, this kind of indicates you're following your passions, especially when you get the King of Wands. The person who comes in, that is meant for you will have that spark, that chemistry, that something that nobody else has, that really just excites you. And I feel you're about to meet this person if you haven't already, okay? But this indicates communication is so important. And I feel some of you have been learning to be a better communicator. I know for myself, many years ago, you know, I was a very hurt person because of a previous relationship. And, you know, I found I almost lost my ability to really communicate and open up because I was so scared of being heartbroken again because of what happened to me. And, you know, we approach things in different ways. And of course, I was still the same person, but I was forever changed in my situation because of my experience. So I'm just picking up a small energy. It's not the same as what I had, but some of you may have had an experience that changed the way that you communicate and love. Some of you may be a little bit more detached from love because the swords energy tends to be a little bit more detached or logical about love. And you may have like remove yourself from the dating scene for a little while just to, you know, understand yourself a little bit more or focus on your own needs at this time. But you're making some major changes here, and I feel like you're about to meet someone who is very exciting, someone who, you know, nurtures a relationship, someone who's serious about settling down, someone who is more invested in a relationship for the long term than perhaps what you may have been experiencing in the past, okay? Now, this card also indicates things happening quite quickly. So I feel there is a potential here for you to really get involved with a person, and it is quite fast-paced, but I feel with that Page of Pentacles there, you slow it down a little bit so it's at a nice organic pace there as well. Now, in the past position, we've got the Fool card. So this can indicate a promise to yourself that you're moving forward only. You are opening yourself up to a new beginning, and you're taking a chance on love again because your experiences in the past, they're in the past. And whilst they shaped you and defined who you are in this moment and how you approach your life going forward, they should not have any power to affect your future happiness. So I feel like a lot of you have been going through some healing and resolving some things. Again, this doesn't have to be about you being in a high-level commitment in the past or it being a disappointment in love. It can be experiences that you had from childhood because the Fool card really connects to the very beginning, you know. So a lot of you have been going through that journey of discovery and really looking at where you've come from, who you are because of your experiences, and where you want to take life next. And that Fool card is whispering, take that leap of faith, open yourself up, have fun. This is a card that indicates, you know, to be a little bit more lighthearted, to not really be attached to an outcome of how something goes. Because sometimes when we get in a relationship, it's human nature to kind of want to know where you stand and where the relationship is headed. So we start to imagine a life with the person that we're kind of talking to, you know, and sometimes we can fast track it to, you know, settling down, married with kids, all of those things, if that's what you want, of course. It may not be what you want, but sometimes we kind of escalate what we feel is the trajectory of the relationship, and we can get a bit ahead of ourselves. And I feel like you've almost like promised yourself to slow down and actually just live in the moment without those attachments, just to see where it goes. And that's a really healthy mindset to be in, because the right person is actually going to be on the same page as you, and it won't even be a question as to, is this a thing? Are we serious? Are we going to put a label on this? It's just going to organically happen there as well. But that Fool card, it tells me that you're taking a risk on love again, and this time it's the big love story. And also I feel with that Fool card, some of you may have experienced some very immature relationships in the past, or people who are not emotionally available to open up to the journey of life, who didn't really want to settle down or didn't know what they wanted, were very indecisive, and they were not able to offer you the love that you deserved. And it may have taught you lessons, but you're moving away from that now. And also with that Fool card, I really feel this energy of spontaneous, impromptu. So I feel there's this sudden decision. So some of you, it could be like if you have a friend across the world and you decide, okay, suddenly, you know what, I'm coming to visit you. Some of you may be like impromptu catching up with friends. Some of you could be like suddenly there's an event going on in your neighborhood. tonight, and you're like, you know what, I'm just going to go. I just feel this energy of suddenly you decide to do something that's really exciting and fun. And that is a very strong potential for you to put yourself in the path to meet this new person, okay? I do feel with the Three of Cups there, I'm getting two energies from this actually. I feel there's someone here who is a friend of yours who has someone in mind who'd be really good for you. So they may want to set you up. But ultimately, I feel that you may be in a group of friends when you meet this new person. So let me just pull a card on this Three of Cups, because the Three of Cups actually means to celebrate. So I'm seeing now the balloons and the cake both together in an image. So it could be a birthday, it could be a wedding, it could be some sort of celebration, a housewarming, something. I mean, 3-tier cakes don't really tend to go with housewarming, but I might be wrong. So there may be some sort of event or celebration that you're invited to, because I feel an invitation from this card. And this is a place where you may meet somebody new. So let me just pull a card on that Three of Cups. Ultimately, the Three of Cups, especially since you have three figures there and there's hoops, I feel like you're not jumping through hoops in a relationship if you've been in experiences from the past where someone tried to control you or had certain expectations upon you. I feel like you are not adhering to anyone's expectations. You're being, an independent leader, taking charge of your life. So let me just pull a card on this Three of Cups. Oh, okay. Right, we've got the Five of Cups. So, I mean, Three of Cups can sometimes indicate like a third-party situation, and it can indicate that you're getting closure on a past situation, a past person. It's almost like you are lamenting that relationship, or you're disappointed the way things went, maybe even regret that you got connected to that person, but that person still taught you a lesson to be stronger, taught you a lesson of what you don't want in a relationship. And as you can see here with that Five of Cups, there's two cups right there. The universe is like, surprise, we've got someone else lined up for you. You can't see that there is a loving relationship coming in for you right now, but trust the process. So I do feel like with that Three of Cups, for some of you, I feel it's this energy of your friends have someone in mind, or a friend has someone they want to set you up with. But for some of you, yeah, you may not be interested at this time. Oh, yeah, you do have options here. So basically, your friend has someone that they feel is right for you, is what I'm getting from this card. And the universe also has someone who would be right for you. So right now, it's all about what you want, because I feel you're in the unique position very, very shortly to have two options, but as I said, there's something here about if there's one that you're like, that's nice, it's the person's really great to be with and everything like that. If it's not really 100% and you're sitting on the fence a little bit, it's not the person for you. You kind of know that, because it has to have that spark, that missing ingredient. And I feel the universe is like, hold my beer, here's the one you're meant to be with. So I feel you may have a choice, because I'm getting this energy of your friend trying to set you up with someone, but also the universe is trying to set you up with someone. I mean, for some of you, if you meet this person that your friend is trying to set you up with, and there's that immediate spark, because I'm getting a small percentage of energy, like almost like 2%, it's really small. I'm getting an energy that your friends, the person they have in mind for you, and the universe, it's like the same person. So if you meet someone at like an event where your friends have invited you to, or even tried to set you up with someone, and there is that initial kind of spark, that amazing chemistry between you and someone, then I feel the universe is actually a co-conspirator in this. Like, yeah, that's the one, like, let's usher them in. So that's 2%. For some of you, it's like you're going to have two options, okay, and you're going to have to choose. So that's coming through there as well. Now, we do have the Three of Swords. So this is your second three there. Three of Swords is in the near future position. So this can indicate some of you are getting over some trust issues, but also it can indicate it's difficult. It's difficult to get out there. The Three of Swords is a card of difficulty. It's a card of, things being scarce. It can also be a card of injury, heartbreak, wounding, suffering. So I feel some of you, you've been almost like blossoming despite difficult circumstances. And that doesn't mean that someone like betrayed you. It could be that life is hard, that you're really busy. You have to focus on creating stability in your life right now. Some of you may be out of a job right now and looking for work. And it's like, you know what, the last thing on my mind right now is love. I want it, but right now my focus is my job, paying the bills, or my career. For some of you, it could be that you are a carer and you're looking after someone that you dearly love, and it's really hard to find a little bit of time for you to really go and connect to love. So I feel there's this energy here of you overcoming a difficulty, and for some of you it's heartbreak. Some of you have either been in a high-level commitment and you had to walk away from it because it was not sustainable and it was not fulfilling for you. It ended up hurting you and destroying, almost like destroying your thoughts on love. And I feel you're going to be pleasantly surprised by new love coming in that offers you a love that is so different to what you've ever experienced. And I mean, for some of you, that Three of Swords, some of you have been grieving, and this could be something personal to you, and I'm sending you a huge hug out there. And you know, there are no words. Grief is just a difficult process, and it'll come in waves, and I'm sending you just so much love and so much hugs. I wish I could just scooch down the camera there and just hold you and just, you know, so I feel right now you've got a lot going on, and that's not all of you, of course. I just feel there's a percentage of my beautiful Capricorns really struggling with something right now, and it's difficult. But I do see with the star energy, there's healing and also brighter days ahead. So there is also change for you there as well. And with respect, I'm going to move away from that energy. I want to clarify that Three of Swords. Okay, let me just clarify this Three of Swords for you, just to see what it is, because it is a near future position. So it can indicate that you're suddenly inspired to get out there and maybe go to events and find someone new, but the events that you connect to in the next like 2-3 weeks, you're like, oh, I went to that event, nothing happened, nobody was there. Okay, I went to my friend's birthday, nobody was there. It may be just, you know, this indication that, okay, it seems so hard, maybe it's not going to happen for me, but I feel you are going to be surprised. We've got the Four of Swords and the Eight of Cups. Yeah. I mean, the fact that the Eight of Cups came in the reverse position, I'm not reading the reverse, but I want you to be aware that that could indicate someone from your past, the reason that you're single in the first place, may try to re-enter your life, especially since we have the Devil card there. So it could be, you know, some sort of communication from a past person that says, hey, I miss you, I'm alone, I, you know, need you, I want you. But if they keep promising the world and delivering nothing, or you feel that it's just not emotionally fulfilling. It's like, what do you get out of this? If someone is constantly disappointing you or hurting you, what are you getting out of this? And this is about you taking back your power. And if you're not getting anything out of it, it's like, well, let it go. You know, carve out that space for someone new, because why keep giving an opportunity to someone who is not seeing your value when there is someone new coming in who is instantly going to see your value? You know, sometimes some situations, not all, but some situations don't deserve a second chance. So I feel some of you are resolving that within yourself. And that Four of Swords, I mean, the Three of Swords and then the Four of Swords kind of indicates some of you have gone through something really difficult and you're just healing right now. And that's your advice to yourself in this moment, the star. It's like, heal. Allow yourself to dream of love, but heal at this time. Just take a pause. That Four of Swords is a temporary timeout. It's a card that indicates that you're reflecting on who you are, what you really want, what's the next chapter of your life. And the Eight of Cups is a very important card because it means that you are on that journey of discovery, that you've chosen a certain path right now to be alone on purpose, to focus on your projects, to really discover what makes you happy. And happiness, of course, comes within, but anyone who walks away on the Eight of Cups, they instantly stumble onto the Nine of Cups, which is the wish fulfillment. You don't know where you're going when it comes to your love life. You can't see that love is coming in, but the universe is making sure that love is on your path, and it is going to be more rewarding than anything you've ever experienced before. Now, this is your advice to yourself in this moment, the star energy. Now, number one, I'm getting, of course, healing. But also I'm getting you aligning yourself with a wish, you know, really tapping into what it is you want in a person. We have to be so precise about what it is we expect to have in a relationship. And there are some deal breakers that you may have been thinking about recently, and I feel the universe has been listening. But also the star energy is about shining your light. You know, building your confidence. If someone tried to knock your confidence in the past, or you've dulled your shine because life has made you feel a bit jaded or exhausted or just fed up recently, it doesn't have to just be about love. It can be that life is exhausting. The last couple of years have been absolutely crazy, and you may have been just trying to find your stability in these uncertain times. But this card indicates you know, building to shine that wonderful light and allow yourself to be seen. And I feel you're actually aligning yourself with a wish there as well. I also get this energy of you sort of nurturing your inner sanctuary, body, mind, and soul. And I feel like you've been preparing space for new love to come in. You are being love, and that is what is attracting love towards you. Now, the external circumstances, this is what the universe is up to right now. We've got the Page of Pentacles, someone coming in who makes you their world, and not in a way where it's unhealthy, where there is like an imbalance, you know, because sometimes we do put people on a pedestal when we first meet them. It's almost like we think that they're the best thing since sliced bread. And when that pedestal goes up, you know, we inadvertently put ourselves below that person and we're looking up at them. And we don't mean to, but it may shift the dynamics. But that's not the sort of love that's coming in right now. There is a reciprocal exchange love coming in for you. Something that is pure, something that is nurturing. As you can see, this figure here has a watering can. So that indicates someone who is invested for the long term, who wants a healthy relationship, who is going to pay attention to the growth of a relationship. Pages are new people coming in. Now, this new person, they may be a little bit younger than you, but don't let that put you off. I feel this person is mature enough to know what they want. They're serious about settling down. And for some of you, you may meet this person. I keep coming back to like an invitation to a celebration, or being like maybe even a festival or something. There's a hustle and bustle about it. But also I'm being given a small energy of... what is that energy I'm being given? It's like volunteer work. So some of you may volunteer to help a friend to do something, or volunteer at a charity or something, and there is also vibes coming off that. Now, it could be that you're doing that, or maybe this new person that you meet actually does a lot of volunteer work for charity as well in their spare time. But ultimately, the Page of Pentacles indicates someone who wants to know more about you, someone who is invested in you, someone who is stable, dependable, someone who's kind, loving, someone who, you know, they've got a plan in life. And I really feel like this person's plan is to be your soulmate. We've got a little dragonfly there as well, which represents soulmate energy. So I feel something between you and someone new is going to blossom very soon if you haven't met them already. Now, the hope and a fear, we got the Nine of Pentacles. Some of you, you know, you actually love your own independent time. So some of you are like kind of really cool, whether you are single or not. But some of you are not. Some of you will be feeling like you fear being alone, okay? Now, we're all human. We all have those thoughts. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Sometimes we just get a little bit nervous or worried that, okay, I expected to be in a relationship, but I'm not. And I feel like you've been really realistic. It hasn't been something that has been like keeping you up at night, is what I see. I feel like you've been focusing on your projects, building a good life for yourself, stability, trying to nurture yourself, maybe even create a lot of prosperity there as well, and enjoy your single life. But some of you may be like worried that perhaps you're going to be single and never find anybody. But that is not true at all. I don't see that. I see you meeting someone who is a soulmate, and it's time, it's divine timing to meet this person. Also, the Nine of Pentacles, and don't shoot the messenger when I say this, some of you have got a really busy lifestyle. Some of you have almost like overcompensated in one area of your life because the love life perhaps has not been going so well. So you may have launched yourself into your projects, you know, being really obsessive over your work, workaholic even. If you're retired, for example, you may be focusing on, you know, all your family responsibilities, or maybe some of you have been really trying to integrate yourself into a community, but actually you're really enjoying your own time. I feel there's an energy here of shift, okay? I mean, I actually see that with the hope and a fear position, you read the upright, and the reverse. And the upright is to be single, and the reverse is to be in a high level commitment. And because your overarching energy is a Lover's card, I feel like you're about to choose a relationship that is right and healthy for you because you've done the work. Now, your outcome energy is interesting. We have the World card, so that indicates closure on chapters in order to embrace a new beginning. And you have that Fool card there. So this really corresponds that you've promised yourself that the past is in the past and now you're embracing what the world has to offer. Also, some of you, this could be you trying to find your place in the world. Some of you may, as I said, go traveling because, again, this is a travel card, and you have the Knight of Swords there as well. So some of you could have booked a vacation with friends. Maybe it was impromptu, or suddenly you decided to, go off somewhere on your own even for a vacation, maybe a spiritual retreat, or something that you've yearned to do for yourself. And some of you are thinking about emigrating because this is a card of migration. So some of you could be thinking about relocating to another part of the world. But whatever it is, I feel like there's a brand new world opening up for you. And I feel it's a world of choice and option. When you get the Seven of Cups, this indicates that your imagination is capable of influencing your real life. Basically it's like thoughts become things. And the Seven of Cups is basically you manifesting what it is that you want. And this figure in particular is pointing at a star. I want that one, the wish. Okay, so this is about your focus being more on love. And we've got the star here. So it's like the wish becomes a reality. It's almost like your wish is granted. And I feel, some of you may be meeting like another Capricorn or someone with strong Capricorn placements, but also I feel with the Seven of Cups, ultimately you're putting your own needs first. And that doesn't mean you're being selfish. It means you're centering yourself, okay? It doesn't mean you're being self-centered either. It means you're centering yourself, because remember, the Cup of Love starts with the self first, but also in order to attract love, you have to love yourself. If there's codependency, trust issues, insecurity, or self-loathing there, you cannot love another person unless you fully love yourself. So I feel like you've been building that level of confidence within yourself there as well. Now, of course, the Devil card, especially this one, as you can see, there's two little cherries there, and there's also a little spider's web. So this can indicate that there is a potential to be tempted by someone who tends to keep you trapped or stuck. Okay, so this could indicate someone who is very indecisive. They have trust issues, but they also have commitment issues, and you don't need me to tell you that. It could be a time where this person reaches out, and you need to start looking at what this person really brings to the table, how it affects you, and what you feel like you're getting out of it. Because, of course, love is love, right? We can't help sometimes who we fall in love with, and sometimes we actually trauma bond with a person, So I feel some of you are really identifying whether you have trauma bonded with a person. You really feel for that person because you understand them on a different level, and you have a need or a feeling that you can fix them or save them somehow. But remember, you can be there as a healing, supportive energy and nurture them, but you can't fix them. They have to fix themselves all by themselves. And also, you're here to be loved in a passionate way, and you're not here just to be someone else's emotional crutch. So I feel like, you are becoming the hero or the heroine in your own story right now, and you're rewriting the narrative. And I feel right now there's a new chapter opening up to you, and I feel like you are attracting someone new into your world. Also, I want you to be aware that the only thing that attracts another person to you is just you being you. You don't have to attract anyone with money, with, laughter, with anything other than just being you. I just want you to be aware of that, okay? Because sometimes I feel this energy in this reading. It's popped up a couple of times, and it wasn't strong enough for me to mention it until now. But I want you to be aware, some of you beautiful Capricorns, you may have connected to people in the past who took advantage of your kindness, but also maybe, took advantage of the fact that you provide a good life for that person. So you may have, a substantial amount of money, and you may like the quality of going out and spending that money, maybe treating that person, and they got comfortable with being treated. Okay, and I feel it had to be said in this reading, and it may not resonate with any of you out there, but it came up, so I have to honor it. Perhaps there's someone out there who has had this. Of course, you want to treat a person that you are interested in, but make sure it's reciprocal. You don't always have to be going out there paying for a person, okay? Because love transcends that. Love is not about money. It's not about assets. It's not about things. It's not about what you can actually give to a person. It's about the connection, the soul connection between you and another person, and that beautiful exchange of knowingness of another person and a willingness to get to know on a deeper level and develop a healthy relationship. So that came out. I'll step away from the energy. Please don't shoot the messenger, but it has popped out there. Let me just pull a card on the Devil card. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, because with the Devil card, which of course is a Capricorn energy, the Seven of Cups and the World card, some of you may have felt that you're not completely available yourself to be in a high-level commitment until you fully got closure from a past situation. Because we've got the Three of Swords there, some of you have felt you're not ready. You're just going to complete the healing cycle and be really independent, discover your passions, reignite your soul, and really rediscover a part of yourself that you feel like you've lost touch with, and that's fine. Oof, okay. Ace of Wands. Chemistry with someone new. And I feel some of you may be a little bit hesitant or cautious to get into this new relationship with someone at first because you may feel it's just physical. It's not. It's going to develop into something really stable, okay? But this is divinely guided. Aces are gifts from the universe, so I feel the gift of transformation in your love life is going to occur. And I feel also this is kind of like a little bit of a warning. Like the Devil card is like, okay, it may be a very passionate, intense exchange, but don't go too fast. Build a solid foundation between you and this person, because you can really sort the wheat from the chaff when someone is just wanting the physical only. You know, I feel looking at your energy, the King of Wands indicates you want someone who is spiritually evolved. You want someone who is on your wavelength, someone who's passionate, kind, who is an influencer in life, you know, who takes charge, someone who, you know, is just as magnetic as you, and you deserve that, and that's what you're attracting at this time. So yeah, let's just go and get some final cards before I close your reading, see what else is coming out here for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Okay, that was a lot that's come out there. We have healing, we have guarded, we have fun, oh my god, and they're all air balloons. We have flirt and self-worth. Okay, so we have the healing card. So that really connects to your current advice to yourself, the star energy, heal. Allow yourself to see who you are, what you want, and to enjoy your wonderful self, because you're unique and that really is your superpower. And of course, it's number 30. When you reduce it, 3 plus 0 is 3, which of course is the Empress energy. So that's about nourishing yourself. So I really feel, especially since we've got a heart there that's had a few wounds, a few stitches, you know, you've been through a lot, my beautiful Capricorn. I'm sending you a huge hug out there, but I feel you may be marked by experiences from your past, but you're certainly not defined by it, okay? Now, also we've got guarded, dropping the shield of knowledge is the thing that is going to help you in a relationship as you move forward. And as you can see there, this is about being so honest and open and raw and intimate with the person. And after an experience that may have made you feel really cautious, it can be difficult. It says guarded there, but it's number 10, which is Wheel of Fortune energy. So I feel like you're going to be surprised with who the universe has in store for you very, very soon if you haven't met this person already. We've got fun. Now, I saw balloons, like party balloons, okay? But these are also balloons. So I feel this could also be a sign for you. But it basically says fun, okay? Fun. And it's number 39. So when you reduce it, that's, of course, 12. 3 plus 9 is 12. That's Hangman energy. So that's like looking at your life from a different viewpoint. The Hangman actually puts himself on the tree of life. So it's almost like turning your life upside down to do something really different, to get a different outcome. So I definitely see here that embracing fun and joy in life lifts vibrations. Remember, be love to attract love. And I feel there's someone coming in here. We got flirt, that Ace of Wands. There is chemistry between you and someone new, and I feel like you're going to be very curious as to see where this goes. And I actually see that this person, high level commitment, we got the Lovers card there, so I feel that this will turn into this. Okay, the Lovers. This is going to be a high-level commitment that comes your way. Now also we have self-reflection, self-worth even, and this kind of indicates that that was one of the lessons that you were meant to be evolving through as you have been single. So this is about you really looking at yourself deeply and basically building healthier boundaries there, a period of self-reflection. Some of you may have also been healing from an experience from the past, and you've been really taking a very sort of long, hard look at the journey that you've had, and you've been embracing the moment a little bit more. And that impromptu energy, because I feel it's sudden, will actually lead you to the path of meeting this new person. So I'm just going to go and get a trinket or a rune before, trinket or a rune before we close. I wanted to take whatever was in my hand. I close my eyes when I pick these trinkets, and of course you can't see that. You do have to trust me on that, I'm afraid. But I was picking it up and I was like, no, for some reason. So, okay, so we have an owl. Okay, so that shield has an owl on it. So you've gained a lot of wisdom, but also I feel like you've been very observant, and I also feel there's something about this new person's eyes. They are really how can I put that? I almost want to say they're wide open, but that's not really it. So maybe they're nice big eyes, you can see honesty in this person's eyes. You can also see a future in this person's eyes. I feel like they've spiritually evolved as well. Even though they're a little bit younger than you, I feel like this person, they are quite mature. I get this energy of being very mature for their age. And we've got TV. I mean, for some of you, maybe this person is on TV, or maybe you are on TV, or maybe you or this person is wanting to be on TV. I mean, the TV can be an indication that, sometimes things are so transient. We can just turn over to a different channel and people don't really invest, and I feel this new person who's coming in is all about investment for this person. Thank you so much, I'm so grateful. I just heard, because I say TV, right? But my guide said television, and you got the 7 of Cups. So it's be really honest and open and clear with the universe about what it is you want, because you're telling them your vision. So my guides are saying, be really clear. See the sort of person you want to be with. Imagine what they look like, what sort of things you'll do with this new person, vacations, going for romantic dinners, walking on the beach, whatever it is that you would really want to envisage for your future. This is you telling the universe, almost like ordering, cosmic ordering there as well. So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates for you in this reading, my beautiful Capricorn. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Capricorn, and love and light.